Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. We're talking about the best and worst of makeup that I have tried so far in 2023. How are we halfway through 2023? How am I making this video? And this is typically a video, I usually save these for like end of the year, but because we're halfway through the year and I've actually tried a lot of product this year, I was like, we gotta talk about it. We have to talk about some really great makeup and some really bad makeup. This is going to be 5 products that wowed me so far in 2023, 5 products that ick me in 2023. All right. Out of the products that have really like wowed me this year, I think quite a few of these are like, I have 2 foundations, 2. And then the remaining 3 are going to be like face products or eyeshadow palettes. And then we'll also talk about the bottom 5 ones that just kind of meh this year. They went meh this year. Let's talk about foundation first. And in my foundation category, in foundations, there are 2 that have really just like wowed me this year. And I was actually really surprised that this one wowed me as much as what it did, and it's still like my go-to like foundation, and I think it is literally my foundation of the year, and that would be the Super Matte 2-in-1 Full Coverage Foundation and Concealer from Makeup Revolution's line, the ReLove line. And this, even though it says it's a super matte foundation, it is full coverage, but it is a satin finish, wears all day, does not look cakey. Like, it is just absolutely insane how beautiful this foundation is. Like, I would choose this foundation over any other foundation any day of the week. It's just so beautiful. Retails for $5. You can find it at Walmart, maybe at Target, depending on exactly like where you're looking, but it's at Walmart under the ReLove line, $5. And then the other foundation that I just, oh my goodness, can't stop reaching for. I think this is one of the best of 2023, one of the best makeup releases of 2023 besides the 2-in-1 from ReLove, and that would have to be the L'Oreal True Match. This is the reformulated foundation. This is such a lightweight, skin-like, dewy coverage foundation. It is so beautiful on the skin. Like, you look like you're not wearing makeup and you just look so refreshed and dewy, and it's lightweight, and it's like one of my favorite foundations, especially with the months warming up and it getting really, really warm outside. I really feel like it's just one of the best foundations that I have tried so far in 2023. And these 2, these are like my go-tos. I think 90% of the time I'm reaching for these. They are my favorites. They are so, so good. Out of all the bronzers that I have tried in 2023, the best one has to be this one right here. It is the Makeup Academy Bronzed Cream Bronzer in the shade Butterscotch. This glides on the skin like absolute butter. It is such a dream. The color is so beautiful and the price is under $5. Like, it's just such a beautiful cream to powder formula. I can't get enough of it. Like, it's just such a beautiful warming texture on my skin. I love to take this with a wet beauty blender, get the fat end right in there, bounce it all around, and then apply it to my face. And this is the best cream bronzer that I have tried in a very, 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 very long time. And it's affordable. It doesn't texturize. It doesn't settle into any weird like crevasses that you may have. It does blend out beautifully and seamlessly. You can use a wet beauty blender. You can use a brush. You can use your finger if you want to. It is just such a beautiful formula for the price tag that it's at. And it's like under $5. It's so, so beautiful. So if you want a really lightweight feeling cream bronzer for summer, this is beautiful, but it's in my top 5 for 2023 that I have tried so far. For lips, we have this bad boy. This is the Fat Lip Drip Oil. And I always say fat drip lip. No, it's a Fat Lip Drip Oil. And it's just so juicy. So juicy. And it smells like kid, it reminds me of kid candy. It's just, it smells amazing. I love the packaging. I love how bright it is. I love how summery it feels. It reminds me of a watermelon. The shade is called a Mist Call. This is like my favorite. As far as lip oils go, you're pretty much going to get the same like look across the board. And the one thing that I really just like about this is that it is a little bit tinted. So sometimes I just put this on my natural lips with no lipstick, no liquid lip, no anything like that. And I just put it on naked lips and it looks juicy. It looks fresh. It's just like the perfect summer lip oil. If you're looking for something that gives your lips a little bit of color, but it's like not too over the top and it's very lightweight, it literally feels like liquefied chapstick. Like that's what lip oils remind me of, is liquefied chapstick. I love this one because I can just put it over my lips even when they're naked and it gives it a little bit of a tint to it. I just like the lightweightness of it and I love how juicy my lips feel. Like they feel moisturized. The fourth product that I would say is a standout of 2023 would have to be the Juvia's Place liquid blushes. This is insane. This is so beautiful. I just filmed with it the other day and I did a little dab right there and it was like the perfect little dab and it covered my entire cheek. It made me look so flushed and literally a little bit goes a long way with this, and this is probably one of the best releases of 2023 from Juvia's Place. I love it. I think it's beautiful and it's long wearing. It literally just glides onto your skin so beautifully, but it's so pigmented, so that's like a warning to you. If you don't watch yourself, if you put too much on, like I did the first time, you literally blow up with blush. So be careful with this one, but this is a standout of 2023. It is so beautiful. One of the best makeup releases in blush for 2023. Honestly, one of my other favorites from 2023 has to be the Cheek Kiss Luminoso Liquid Highlight Blush. This is from MILANI. This is actually technically, I don't know if it's a blush or a highlight, but go in feeling like it's a highlight. This is just a liquid version, apparently, of the Luminoso blush. However, it's more of a liquid highlight. And it is so stunning because it's that perfect peachy tone that I just love. And you can do a wash of color. It is very reflective. Or you can even go a little bit over dramatic, use it as a blush topper, use it as a highlight. Like, it's just so pretty. And I think this is probably the other standout of 2023. The only thing that I don't like about this is the fact that the packaging sucks. Like, there's no way, like, you can see like how dirty this is. It's just so dirty. There's like so much gunk built up in here because there's no way to like stop the product from coming out. And I want to say, like, that's probably the worst thing about this product, is that there is no way to stop the product from coming out once it's been activated and opened. But it doesn't pick up your foundation. It looks really beautiful. It looks dewy. It looks natural. Like, if you're looking for a like no makeup day, put a skin tint on, put this on your cheeks because it's got that pink undertone, so it looks kind of like a blush, kind of like a highlighter. It's like a hybrid, and you are set for the day. It is so beautiful. 5 fails from 2023 that I have tried so far. Some of these are new releases, some of them are new to me, but I had to mention them because so far these are the top 5 fails of 2023 and they're horrible. I don't like them at all. Unless I'm just like using them wrong, please just like make a note of that. But I think honestly the first 2 that I have to talk about, they're both foundations. It is the Healthy Glow Tinted Serum from Too Faced. I don't have that one anymore. I got rid of it. I ended up returning it to Ulta Beauty. Ironically, when I was standing in line returning this one and the next one I'm going to mention, which is the Flower Beauty Get Real Serum Foundation, I was returning both of these, and the girls who were returning my product for me, they were like, oh, we heard it was really good. I was really wanting to try it. I heard that it was like, because it has that added SPF in it, like I was really excited for it. And I literally point blank go, it's horrible. Don't waste your money on it. Don't waste your $40 because you can buy another tinted moisturizer like the Get Real, like the Too Faced one, and it's not going to pill on your face, which is what both of those foundations did. So for the Too Faced one, I originally was trying to do like a full foundation Friday video of it, and it ended up not happening because the audio got so messed up. It was just so blown out. You couldn't hear anything, and I was like, okay. But I did do it in a speed review, and I did mention that it pills on the face. It is very uneven. It does not mix well with any type of primer. I tried it with primer, without primer, with a serum primer, with just my beautiful power gripping primer from e.l.f. That's like my go-to primer. I tried it with that. I tried it with literally everything, every which way you could try it, with a brush, with a beauty blender, with my finger. nothing worked. Nothing worked with that foundation. It's just the biggest fail of 2023. I hate that foundation, and I don't hate a lot of things, but that foundation is horrible. And then for the Flower Beauty Get Real Serum Foundation, that is not a new release of 2023, but I had to like honorably mention it in this video because it did very, very similar things to the Healthy Glow from Too Faced. It pilled, uneven. It did not wear very well. It was like separating on my face. And again, I tried every which way to get that to work. The only way that I found that it ever worked was when I put my Micro Smooth Baked Finishing Powder on top of it from Sephora. That was the only time that it actually worked and looked okay. And I shouldn't have to fix my base product with a powder. Like, it should just be an added like benefit. It shouldn't be like, oh, I have to fix this because it looks like crap. It can look like absolute garbage on your face. And I did not like it at all. I bought that as a recommendation off of Kelly Gooch because she raved about it. It did not mesh well with my skin at all. And ironically, like, she lives in New York City. I live in upstate New York. So you would think that environmental wise, like, we have very similar settings, and you would think that like it would have worked a little bit better for me, and it did not. It did not work at all. And then we got to mention this one because I don't know how I feel about it, and I think it's honestly in the bottom for me. This is like bottom 5 of a makeup release, and this is the L'Oreal Fresh Wear. This is the Infallible blush. This came out obviously in 2023, brand new release. I have the shade Daring Rosewood. I bought it off of a recommendation from Jen Phelps because she said that it's actually like a really pretty shade, and I was like, okay. She said once you blend it out, it's actually really pretty on the skin. And even though this is like definitely too light for me, can you see the patchiness that is this blush? It is literally clinging to everything weird on my face. So the Daring Rosewood shade is not a great shade for me. It does not apply well. It texturizes really, really, really badly. And it just, like, you can see even on camera, like how it's clingy and how it is uneven even on my hand. And my hands are not dry by any means. There's no dry patches. They're very moisturized. And my face is the same way. And I have found every single time I wear this blush, it's just patchy all over my face. And I think it's the shade. I was told this was like a wash of color, that it's really beautiful on the skin. And it really just gives you this deep blush look that like you desire more like in the fall, but obviously we're getting into summer. But I was like, I might as well try it. I wanted to try it. I love the Infallible formula. I love my bronzer. I love my powder foundation. This shade just doesn't work for somebody as light complected as me. And you guys are probably like, well, you should have known that. Like, you should have known that. And to me, maybe I should have known that, but then again, like, going off of a recommendation from another YouTuber, I was like, oh, it worked for her. She's very light skin toned. She likes the way it applies. It does not work for me at all. So this is a definite no. And I had to mention it because it didn't work for me at all. And I also have to mention this primer, and this is going back to the store. I still technically have it, but this is the Tula Skincare Brighten Up Smoothing Primer Gel. It has a gel base. It's supposed to be cooling. It is supposed to be like a blurring water-based gel primer. And I have tried this quite a few times now, and every single time that I wear it, it has made my face oily. Like, overly producing oil to the point where like my makeup separates around my nose, which I don't typically get, and it makes it oily in my T-zone. Again, I don't get oily in my T-zone. As of late, yes, today is going to be a really, really hot day outside, but as of late, our weather has been actually really decent. We've had like 70-degree weather, like perfect, like it's just been like perfect skin hair conditions. And now we're getting into like these like hotter months, and every single time I've tried this, it's been on one of those days where it's been a good skin and hair day, and my face is just overly oily from this. It was a recommendation from somebody at Ulta Beauty, and honestly, I really wish I had not bought it because it was like a $40 purchase. I am wearing it today, and I'm giving it one last try, but I had to mention that, like, when I wore it with the Estee Lauder Double Wear twice now, not once, but twice, under different conditions. First time was with like a full face, and the other time was just wearing the Double Wear to see how it works. And Both times it made my skin feel like a oil slick. And usually my face doesn't get like that. So today we're trying it for the last time, but this is probably one of the worst products of 2023 that I have tried. For me to have to go through a million loopholes to get a product to work tells me that the product just doesn't work. For me to have to put on a million primers or try a different application for getting the product to work like perfectly under one condition, that to me just tells me that the product is not that great. And that's what I've found with like all of these like bottom fives. So the last one that is just like the bottom 5 worst of the worst of 2023 that I have tried so far would have to be the Vegan Collagen Fluffy Lash Thickening and Lengthening Mascara. This retails for $16 and it is a drugstore mascara. It has like an hourglass shaped wand, as you guys can see from the picture here. I don't have it right now. The packaging is great and it's very, I think it's a glass package, but it's very like heavy duty, great packaging, but the formula inside is horrible. I put it on my lashes and not only did it like get all over the place, but I have like spider lashes whenever I wear it. And I was expecting it to be a thickening and lengthening mascara and it did none of that at all. It did not deliver on any of those points at all. And for purchasing it for $16, you would think like, oh, it would be a great mascara. I've heard that some of Pacifica's mascaras are really, really good. This one, not so much. It clung to every single lash and I had like the worst like spider legs all across my lashes. It was very, very flaky in my eyes. It was very irritating to my eyes and it's supposed to be a hypoallergenic formula. It's not. It was just overall a mascara that does not work for me. One of the worst mascaras that I have tried and one of the worst that I've tried in 2023. Like that is the worst makeup product of 2023 that I have tried so far. I do have others in there. I know I have other reviews, but there is my top 5 and my low 5 of what I've tried in 2023. The top 5 that have really stuck in my brain and the low 5 that have really also stuck in my brain, but not in a good way. Ones that have like permanently imprinted on me and told me like, this is a really bad product. This is not a great product for me. So if you guys had more, like a better outcome with these products than I have, there's like, because I say it's bad, maybe it does work for you and that's awesome, but for me it just did not work. So those are my top 5 and my low 5 of what I have tried in 2023 so far. Stay tuned because we will be doing a best and worst of 2023, like a full beauty video for each category, and those always come in December. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you consider subscribing so I can see you in my next video. Bye!